Welcome to the Cool Fireman Podcast, a virtual firehouse kitchen table with Matt, Adam, Brian, Doug, and Freddie, where they discuss everything that matters in today's fire service. Now let's get to the show.
When Fat Bastard farts, he goes, "Oh, everyone loves their own brand." Oh, it's squinchy.
It's a bit.
I got the alcohol farts this morning.
I got a crap on deck that could choke a donkey. You had too much fun at the gala. Gala? What do you say?
That's a gala.
Okay. You say data?
Actually,
data?
I don't know. Maybe it is gala.
You say data or data?
Data. Right? Data. It both sounds correct.
Right?
Potato. I don't know. Hey.
Potato with an E, Dan Quayle.
Whoa.
I'm telling my age. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you are.
I just turned 46. Jesus
You're an
Christ.
old man.
Yeah, I just turned 46.
Yeah.
Look at my fro. Been growing my fro out.
Wow. You are something else,
Holy
this guy.
cow.
He's got a fro. He's got an afro.
It is out of bounds.
I wouldn't call that an actual afro.
No, it's not. I'm just saying it's getting my flow. I think the kids call it the flow when you get the little wolf back here.
Bro, are you rizzing me up right now?
I don't even think Riz is a thing anymore.
Oh, it is.
The Rizzler.
6, 7. All right, welcome back to the Cool Fireman Podcast,
where we talk about all things hip and teenage.
Yeah. Hey, surprise, surprise. Today is Monday. And last week on our Black Friday episode, we did such a horrible job that I didn't even bring up the fact that we are doing this on Mondays now. So I've been talking about this for months, but we're actually executing. So this is our first Monday drop. Don't ask me why we're doing it on Monday.
We're in the act phase of the OODA loop.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Some people will get that.
Some people.
Observe,
most people
or you decide act. We're in the act phase, and now we're going to observe again.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to observe this and how the podcast does on Mondays.
Risk, frequency, probability, whatever Brian says. What does he say?
It's cost.
Risk, frequency, probability, and cost. I think this.
Yeah, he said it so many damn times that you'd think that we'd remember.
Maybe. I don't know. I just, black it out sometimes.
Yeah, I did a terrible job last week, but it's okay.
Monday.
No. Now we're gonna get a copyright infringement. Awesome.
We do not own the rights to that music.
I can help.
We do not own the rights to that music. So Monday drops from now on. Sorry, I got Kermit in my throat. Fun till Dad takes the T-Bird away. Surprise, surprise, it's Monday. Okay. Welcome back to the Cool Fireman Podcast. Again, you got Matt, Unkie, and Doug, and Brian is still on his photo shoot, I guess. He's not here. Yeah. He's repping but this week I heard he's going from the full body down to the skimpy little, what do you call them?
Speedos.
From tankini to Speedo.
Yeah. He's repping the first.
Wrestling tights. That's what he calls them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Singlet.
Yeah. I call them offensive, what he wears.
Yeah. Nudity has become so common in society now that Brian is starting to rep the first transparent Speedo. Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't know if y'all seen the movie Norbit, when they ask, the female one, she's like, you have to wear both pieces. I am. That's him. Mm-hmm. You got to lift that up and go, I am wearing a piece.
Uh-huh.
All right. Very good.
Yep.
747. Merch store. Plane. That is an airplane. Right over my head. Merch store, folks. The link is in the show notes. The link is in the link tree. Get your
if there's any items that y'all want to see us do, to put our logos on, any kind of ideas for designs, please let us know. We'll work with our guy and get it done.
Heck yeah. And we've got some fun logos. The Cracker Barrel one. I want that on a sweatshirt.
Yes, absolutely.
Yesterday. So that is that one, and then the Budweiser. I want a T-shirt of that. I can't wait. Let's get this stuff going, huh? Let's speed it up, will we?
I like the camel. the Camel cigarette pack too. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Let's say thank you to our sponsors. Thank you. Unkie seasoning, the best seasoning.
Hope you used it at Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Did you use it at Thanksgiving? Are you using it on Christmas night? You should be. You should.
I am.
Huh? On your rib roast? Are you going to put
your cookies for Santa?
Yeah. Put a little garlic and herb in your cookies for Santa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sprinkle it on the carrot for Rudolph and Donner and Blitzen.
And Dash
so
Prancer.
Let's do an Unkie promo.
From the Firehouse to your house, Unkie's seasoning packs bold, Firehouse tested flavor into every meal. Whether you're grilling, roasting, or just sprinkling it on your favorite snacks, our blends turn everyday eats into unforgettable bites. Pick your flavor, shake it on, and taste why it's Firehouse approved. Go to unkieseasoning.com.
Awesome. Love it. Mean it. And then Tom of the Burn Box. Hey, Thomas. Still putting out those burn boxes. I got my thing in the emails. Actually, by the time that this episode drop, we might have it.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, but it's
coming. Check my tracking.
Oh,
probably hasn't updated because it just came out Friday.
Yeah.
It just says pre-label.
Let's do a promo for Tom.
Brought to you by the Burn Box, the #1 firefighter subscription box. The Burn Box celebrates firefighter products and firefighter-owned and operated businesses. Start today and receive a monthly box of firefighter apparel, gear, and tools. Check them out at theburnbox.com.
All right, that's the Burn Box. Hey, Burn Box. We love Burn Box. And the FD Collectors Club coins are amazing, great quality. The detail on those coins, let me tell you.
I am so excited for FDIC 26 because we're going to do the Burn Box and the Collectors Club this year. I don't know if Tom has put that out yet, but surprise, shout out.
And Unkie Seasonings. Yes. All three of us are going to be there together.
It's going to be, we got bigger space this year. We're in a different spot. Again, I don't know if Tom's put this out, but anyway, now you know. More space. We're going to do Burn Box. We're going to do FT Collectors Club. We're going to do Unkies. It's going to be awesome. We're going to
and the Cool Fireman Podcast.
We're going to live record there. It's going to be so freaking awesome. I cannot wait.
It's going to be a
Matt doing cooking demos.
I'm just going to faint.
We did just cross-eyed with one lazy eye.
I'm like a goat. When you yell at a goat, I'm just... Dude, those fainting goats are so awesome.
Yeah, I don't want any fainting goats. I just want regular old goats.
I just... Oh, my God. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, go YouTube fainting goats. That is the...
You don't... Get out from under the rock you live in. Under.
Right, if you haven't seen that. I'm sure everybody's seen that. But yeah, those are our wonderful sponsors. I can't wait to put up my holiday lights. I love Christmas time. It's like cold. You get the sweatshirts on.
I need to Amazon some ornaments for this guy.
There you go. Yeah. And then a moment of silence. Last week's was an abominable moment of silence, and I apologize. That was really terrible. I'm not a very good morning person. Yeah, I feel like it was terrible. We do a moment of silence on the Cool Fireman Podcast, and we mean it. We lose a lot of first responders, either on the job, off the job, on the job, like occupational cancers. And I mean, it's just crazy. And also, we are being more cognizant and we're more aware of the fact that we lose a lot of first responders to suicide. And we just lost. I don't have all the information, but we had I believe it was an Orange County sheriff officer took his life a couple weeks ago. And so it's a real thing, man. And that's what, like, Kenny's fighting the good fight with Operation Yellow Tape. And that's why we're so in tune with him over that kind of stuff, because we want to keep the awareness going. And the holidays is a tough time, man. It's a tough time. It's a time like notorious
seasonal affective disorder is a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. People that, there's so many different variables, right? People that are missing
change. It's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that it's like 3:30 here, I don't know if you guys experience the same thing, but it's like almost dark at about 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. 4:30, you're running out of light.
that's depressing in itself. And I find myself, it starts getting dark. I mean, like darker, let's just say, like around 3 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, it's time to crack a beer. Like people are starting to drink earlier. You know what I mean?
I am fully on board with just 86 in daylight savings time. It needs to go away.
So you can't day drink if you don't start in the morning.
I mean, that's true, but
yeah, you can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. So
that's right.
But anyways, lots of variables that go into depression and anxieties, and it's a real thing. And first responders do take their lives because of PTSD. It's a real thing. We're here to spread the awareness. And not that this moment of silence is just for that, but it's for all of our first responders that we lost over the last week since we've done our last moment of silence.
I have an appointment Tuesday to reevaluate my current medication. And
very good.
So
yeah,
talk to people.
Talk to people. Yep. We're not alone.
I got insurance for a reason.
Yes. Use it. All your departments should have EAP programs. We have 2 different companies that we can call, the Counseling Team International, and then also the First Responder Premier. I can't remember. Anyways, people you can talk to.
We have clinicians on staff now. We recently added clinicians on staff for the fire and police side and sheriff's office.
Yeah. So if you're struggling, just know that you're not alone, and you have us. You're listening to this podcast and you're having a tough time. Like, hit us up on direct message, and we're going to figure out a way to get you some resources. That's what we're here for. So let's do a moment of silence. Well said. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yes.
I feel like we did all of our first responders much better on that one than the last week's. Okay, I'm happy about that. What are we talking about, boys? A little holiday routine.
A little Rudy Terry.
Coming into the season, man. We talk about a little holiday weekend routine thing. What does that entail for you? Is it a thing for you? Is it something that's days going by with call volume? Is it just the weekends? Is it just the day of the holiday? Is it the week of the holiday? Because Thanksgiving is basically a whole week. Christmas, depending on which day it falls, could be 3, 4, 5 days. So what does that mean for you? Do you guys have a holiday routine out west, man?
I mean, yeah.
Or is it just business as usual?
No, I would say we have a routine. I'd say we have like it's mostly like the holiday routine would be the same as like a weekend routine. It just feels different. Like there's how that weekend feels. I don't know. It feels different. I work in kind of a resorty town, so you've got a lot of people out and about walking, going to shops and stuff like that. It just feels like there's more energy in town rather than just like the busyness of like a work week, but as far as like the fire department goes, I feel like it's like a little bit more lax. Like the guys know, like we're still going to go out and train. Like we still go out and pull hose. That's not going to stop us. Like a weekend's not going to stop us from going out and pulling hose, but it will stop me at least from doing inspections. Like we don't do inspections on the weekends. Like, sorry, you know what I mean? Like we're not going to do it. If I have to, if I get asked to do it, sure. But it's just, like that's the weekend is like, we do some PT in the morning, pull some hose, whatever we're doing, throwing that, whatever in the morning. And then it's kind of just like weekends, we do brunches. That's our culture. So we do brunch.
Saturday and Sunday?
Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. That's the thing. And then,
you guys also work 48s, right?
We do. But we did that even when we weren't on 48s.
Just a one day?
Yeah. But yeah, now that there is an opportunity, right, to work Saturday, Sunday. So we're typically doing brunch both days. I think we're still feeling that out, to be honest. I don't know. I'd have to ask the guys. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much, but that's always been the culture since I've been there. So 15 years or whatever is brunch on the weekends and then, just normal lunch on the weekdays. But holiday schedules are fun. I don't know. It's just, I think it's there's a purpose to it too. We have routined in the fire service for a reason, and that's part of our routine. I don't know. That's and I get a lot of shit. I've gotten a lot of shit. Sorry, Rhett. For the whole 12 to 2 thing, and like I've had a chief come up to me and say, "Oh, you're hilarious," as in like I don't know, like, why are you guys talking about it? But it's part of a routine, like the whole 12 to 2 thing. It's like a safety nap, we call it, whatever but it's the downtime. It's like when the lights kind of dim down and we just take it easy, and then we're on through the rest of our afternoon, whatever that may entail. But I think it's part of the routine. So I like this topic, Douglas. I like that you came up with it. I think that holiday routine and weekend routine is real. And I think that has a purpose even. I'd go that far. And maybe people are like listening, they're like, oh, this guy's crazy. He's thinking too much into it. I don't know. I mean, think about it though, like on the bigger picture, like you come in and you're like anticipating what the weekend's going to feel like. You're anticipating what Christmas Day or Thanksgiving Day is going to feel like. And it just feels different to me. So I think it has a purpose. I think it's good. What do you think?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Matt or Adam.
I'll just go through ours real quick. Our chiefs, has one, big admins. They don't have to work it. You have to work it. They all know, we signed up for it, blah, blah, blah. But it's a little something that they can give us. A little thank you for, hey, thanks for coming into work today. So give us holiday routine. And ours sometimes extends. Prime example, Thanksgiving. You got Thanksgiving Day, and then you got Black Friday, and they give us all the weekend. So it's just come in. Our shift starts at 7 o'clock. Come in, get your gear on the truck, check the rigs out, get the station squared away. Hit your bare minimums in the mornings, the rigs, the station, and then we have breakfast. And the day's yours. To do whatever you want. Stay in uniform. Don't break down into your PT uniforms, and just be ready to go for any of the calls. That's it. They don't mind if you go ahead at 10 o'clock in the morning, especially on Thanksgiving, or watching the game or watching whatever. But that's pretty much about it.
When I came in, it was Sunday routine. And, obviously holidays, but that has kind of parlayed over in the last 12 years. Our call volume has pretty steadily increased. That's not a secret for any department, I don't think. So that's kind of parlayed into more of a weekend routine. So now Saturdays, we kind of lay off a little bit more. Obviously, like you said, the business week is when, the nursing homes are busier, the doc in the boxes, the clinics that are, the pulmonary clinics that you go to, all those things are open. So that just increases your chance for call volume. I was telling Matt, Unkie, you weren't here yet. I was telling Matt before this, I got that questionnaire for the FD Collectors Club, and it asked about how many calls do you run a month? And we have the ability to track that. We track that obviously religiously. And I pulled up our call volume for October, and I went back a few more months. My station historically averages about 350 calls a month. And that's for engine, truck, and medic. But our medic is Monday through Friday, 0800 to 1800. And then the volunteers pick up nights and weekends. So, you take that time away from the medic. So we run, about 10 a day-ish. So we try really to take advantage of those weekends and holidays. And like you said, you come in the morning, you get your rig maintenance checked, you get your gear checked, you clean the house up. And then after that, it's if there's any training on the books, if there happens to be anything scheduled for the weekend, Matt, sometimes we have a system where citizens can send an email to the Fire and Life Safety Division if they need a smoke detector checked or they need one installed. We don't really see them scheduled on the weekends because a lot of times we'll call that person and say, hey, when do you want this done? And we'll try to set it up during the week. But we try to reserve our weekends for that. And like you said, Adam, we don't get out of uniform at my house anyway. You don't get out of uniform. It's still a public building. People come in all the time. Granted, we live there. I get it. But you still need to have that professionalism of being in uniform majority of the time, unless you're actively doing PT or whatever, or it's after hours. But holiday routine is a big thing, especially at a busy department like we have. Holiday and weekend routine, man. We try to just look. We're going to come in. We're going to check the rigs. We're going to run calls. Other than that, man, the day is yours. Like you said, if you guys want to kick back, put a movie on, play video games, whatever the case may be for that day. Monday through Friday is the busy time, as everybody knows. So let me ask this: if you have a Sunday or a holiday where you get your bag smashed and you run 12, 13 calls, whatever, do you get that day back? I got to get my Sunday back. You guys do that?
No.
No?
No.
we float the idea around. And we try to do it. You know what I mean? Like if we work every third day, so if we get hammered on Sunday, Wednesday, I'm getting my Sunday back.
Oh,
you know, that kind of thing. But again, that all depends because again during the week you've got your in services, you've got all your specialty team trainings, you've got Con Ed. There's so much crap going on in a department my size. There's always all 5 days of the week there's some kind of training happening where people are on some kind of training leave for the day, whether that be, like I said, a specialty team training. I had peer support last week. There's always some kind of continuing education going on, whether it be BLS or ALS. There's always in-service going on because we have so many people to rotate through in-service. There's always something going on during the week. So it's really, really hard to get that day back. So it generally usually doesn't happen. But at the same time, you okay, Matt?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. We work 24 48s. So we typically only do brunch on Sunday. We don't. I love brunch. I would love to do it on Saturday. We just never really approached the idea, but I love a brunch. So
yeah.
But yeah, Sunday, so weekends and holiday. And back to what I was saying, like Adam said, the Thursday, Christmas and Thanksgiving are both on Thursday this year. So that Thursday, Friday, and probably that Wednesday are holidays because the day workers aren't working. So we typically take all of those days and treat them the same.
Yeah.
At my house.
I love the notion of getting my Sunday back. Like, I think that's a great idea. I mean, that's definitely.
It all depends on the week. Like I said, it depends on what's on the calendar for that day, whether that be a Tuesday if we work Saturday or a Wednesday if we work Sunday.
That's definitely something a firefighter would say.
Yeah, I'm getting my Sunday back, man.
Right. Yeah, that's 100% like a firefighter mentality.
Yeah.
But not for us. That's not in our deal. You know, I always say culture, but like that's a big thing. Like, right. I mean, you either do or you don't. It's a great question. I've never really thought of it like that. But, you know, if you lose your Sunday because you just get smashed, like it just is what it is. We wake up Monday and it's Monday. You know what I mean? Like it's not, right. You know, we're not.
The job doesn't stop. Yeah.
No. And like you guys, like we're so busy. I mean, if we're not busy with admin stuff, like from the chiefs or whatever, or training, then we're doing inspections. You know, we're always trying to do training, you know, on something every day. That's important. And, but yeah, we're like during the week, it's just, you know, during the week. That's why it's nice to just kind of have a day where your mind is in a reprieve. You know what I mean? Like I
think you just said it. It's the admin stuff. Is that the weekends and the holidays where you don't have those admin tasks, or hey man, you get an email first thing in the morning. Hey, we got this and this and this that has to happen. Or when the daily business plan comes out, we got to do X, Y, Z. Well, those days you're like, all right, that crap is not going to be on the schedule today. So I can slow my mind down a little bit and not think about all the tertiary stuff and just focus on running the calls.
Yeah. And that's a good feeling, right? And there's probably people out there listening to this, and even if we clip it and put it on social media, that would say that's what you should do every day. Like you should come in and you should train and you should run calls, right?
Of course, that doesn't change.
Right.
It's just the mindset shift from all the administrative stuff that has to happen Monday through Friday.
Yeah. That's, I mean, in my department, we're small. So we all kind of have areas of responsibility, we call them. I take, I do a lot of just extra stuff around the department to help out, you know, like we don't have a ton of administrative people. In fact, when I got hired, we had a admin assistant. That was it. And that was the chief's assistant. We had the chief's assistant, the chief, and then the 3 battalion chiefs who, when I got hired, weren't even 24-hour shifts. They worked 9 to 5.
Doing all the administrative stuff.
They would respond at night. They were required to live in town. This was like from way back, right? Now our chiefs can't afford to live in the town that we work in. But the city used to do a really cool thing where they would buy half your house. So they bought half, you buy half. And then when it comes time to sell it, however many years, 10, 20, 30 years, it was basically in the contract, I believe, that they would just get half the equity.
Dude, that's wild.
Right. And that allowed the guys to live, the chiefs to live in
I would say that's
town.
only for the chiefs that had to live in the city limits.
Correct. But we switched it now. They don't work 12 hours or 10-hour shifts, whatever it is. They work 24-hour shifts now, which has been good, you know. So
that's wild.
Yeah. But one other thing that you said was about the smoke detector stuff. And whatever I said before that, like, I hope, like, I'm a big believer in that. Like, if you have somebody that calls in and says, hey, I only have Saturdays available, 100% we're there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything that to do with the community, I mean, they're our number one. Like, that's what we're there for. Like, we're not there to work on.
We started where they would call and they'd send an email in, and then Fire and Life Safety would send that email to whatever affected Firehouse it is, and with their contact information, you contact them and say, hey, when is best for you?
Right.
And we'll obviously we'll accommodate that. Dude, it's not that big of a deal to go install 2 smoke detectors on a Sunday. You know what I mean?
No.
Granted, we'd like to do it during the week, but that's okay. Whenever's convenient for you, we're going to come do that.
Yeah. We used to do wildland consultations. So they would call in and they'd say, hey, and basically we'd go out and like give them like a score, not like it would just be like, hey, you're supposed to have 100 feet of clearance here and this, that, and the other. What it ended up really turning into, and I bet you could guess, if I gave you 2 guesses, you probably only need 1, is my neighbor has this tree.
Yeah.
And it's overgrowing and it's over my house. Isn't that a fire, hazard? And they're basically trying to get us to go next door and be like, hey, you need to cut down your tree. That's what it turned into being. Like 99% of the time it was, hey, what do you think about this bush over here? Oh, the one in your neighbor's yard? Yeah. it ended up being that. And it's like, hey, that's private property, my dear. Like, we can't tell him or her to do whatever,
That's between you and the neighbor, not me.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's the kind of stuff we can do on weekends. Like, that's no big deal, so
set the pickleball net up and get after it.
Oh yeah. We got a pickleball. That's good stuff. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it's like holidays is good. You guys put up, you put up lights at your station. You sent a picture.
One of the guys on B shift, he has his house is on his neighborhood has this whole thing. Like, it's a whole neighborhood thing. It's in Walton Park. It's amazing. But several of them are on the Tacky Light Tour here, and he's exterior illumination expert. He's like Clark Griswold, you know what I mean? So he put up a sign like a month ago asking people to donate a box or 2 of lights to the station, and people have slowly been trickling those in. And we decorate the station pretty well. And he's really going after it this year. This is the first year he's really going crazy on the inside of the station. So there's lights everywhere inside the station, and they're still coming in. We hang a big star on the front of the station. We trim the roof line, and we trim the bay doors, and we do one of the trees outside, and we make a big deal about it. Fire Station 5, one of our newest stations, has these huge blow-ups, inflatables that they put out front. They're awesome. I love it. I love the holiday season. It's awesome. Obviously, I have a little tree back here, but I love it. It's good for mental health. Put your lights up, man. Put them up early.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you guys have a tree in your fire station, I assume?
So funny story. I was working overtime at a different station we all work with each other all the time. Cause like I said, we only have 4 stations. So it's like, we all know each other, so I'm working with this guy and he was talking about Christmas trees and he's like, we got to put up a Christmas tree in the house. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, do it now. Like, do it as early as you can, And so an email comes in from one of our battalion chiefs with it was like another email that had been forwarded out from the admin assistant. And she was asking the battalion chief if the department was going to pay for Christmas trees for each station. And the battalion chief basically said, no, the fire department will not be paying for Christmas trees for each station. Right.
And not real ones by far.
No. Right. So I text messaged that guy and I took a screenshot of the email and I sent it to him. I said, did you have something to do with this? And he's like, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
No, it's fun. It's back to the holiday routine thing. It's we decorate the tree. We wrap fire tape around it. We put one of our fire and life safety kid plastic helmets on it. We pick the G-rated Photoshops that are done because we like to put people's faces on random things. We print those pictures out and like glue them to cardboard and stick them up in the tree and stuff, and it's fun.
Yeah,
it's part of the holiday routine, man.
Yeah,
Christmas vacations on a loop all day long.
Heck yeah. Yeah. It's just I think you nailed it too. You said mental health. Like, there's a big part of that.
Yeah.
It's like the brain, it helps the brain, it helps the heart.
It does. It's a cheerful time.
It should be.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah. but it's not fun working holidays, being away from the family. It's nice that you can have that feeling at work of, that reprieve that I was saying, like, your brain kind of comes down a notch. Roscoe. Yeah, it's working on the holidays kind of sucks. I've got, I think 6 days off over Thanksgiving, which is super rad. I'm super stoked on that. We're going to drive up Northern California to hang out with the family. And that's going to be super awesome. And then a guy texts a group of us, like, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago and said, hey, does anybody want to switch Christmas Day for New Year's Day? And I'm like, I was the first one to respond. So he's like, all right, Matt gets it. And everybody was like, oh, blah, blah. So now I'm getting shit like, oh, I guess my cause they got kids got babies, and they're like, oh, my baby's going to miss, his dad for first Christmas. And I was like, I got kids too. Is that bad? Is that bad that I'm not giving it to them? Cause, we have a 4896. So this is the first year we've done 4896. And it just so happens that it lands on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But we all came together and we agreed that if that happens, then we just switch the day before with Christmas Eve. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So we don't have to work both. So now I'm supposed to work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So, but we flopped them. So now I don't work Christmas Eve, and then I traded off Christmas Day. So that's kind of nice. So I get to be with my family. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that. That's a good day, especially with the kids being at the ages, and goes quick, right? I mean, Doug better than Unc and I.
Yeah, mine are 20 and 17, man. So like I'm all if I have to work Christmas Day, which doesn't happen often, anytime around the holidays, regardless, hey, you need me to come in early? You need me to hang over for a couple hours, whatever, because mine are old enough to not really worry about that.
Yeah,
I remember. I'm going to take a little tangent here. It's been 3 or 4 years ago now. No, it might have been longer than that. It might have been 5 or 6 years ago. First call. It was Christmas Day. I worked. I think I traded for somebody or worked overtime or something. Anyway, first call of the day, we go in the house and somebody, Uncle, you'll understand this. Somebody was boiling chitlins in the house. Oh my God.
Delightful.
Can you walk? Come on at the house, because we're not coming in there. Come on. It smells like pig guts in here. Come on out here. Come on. We'll meet you at the step. It was so bad. So there's your PSA. Don't boil hog chitlins in the house. Don't boil them, don't fry them, don't cook them in the house. Take them outdoors.
Speaking of PSAs are great.
Yeah.
Freddie's been doing a couple PSAs for his fire department.
Yeah, with his little Santa hat on. He looked all cute and stuff.
Look at this little guy.
Look at this little guy. And I say that because he's a little fellow.
He's a little fellow. Is he littler than me?
He's about your height.
Anyway. Well, good.
Little guys. He's little fellows, Unkie.
Who's that little fella?
He's a little fella.
I say Fred is a little thicker than you.
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah. Same height. Fred's a little thicker.
Thicker. Got it.
Thick thighs.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Great
that
talk.
was a
great
moment of silence there.
Yeah. Great talk.
Okay, let's do some snail mail.
It's snail mail time.
Yeah.
All right, snail mail. So last week I didn't really have too much, but I found one from when Freddie was talking. Speaking of Freddie, when Freddie was talking about if you don't like where you're at, make the jump to another department. Like there's something to be said about, putting in 30 years at one department, and we're all about loyalty and all that stuff. But I think that Freddie made a good point that, you have to kind of look out for yourself. If you're having to drag your ass, sorry, Rhett, out of bed to go to work and you hate it, like that's terrible.
Yeah, Freddie made that jump a couple of years ago.
Right.
Sure
to a different department.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it was because he's unhappy. I think it was other reasons, but still, yes.
Yeah. So we put a clip up on the Instagrams, and there was a couple people that posted comments. One of them, Paul, I don't know how to say the name. This here hits the nail on the head. Being the young kid when the others talk down to you like you're still a kid when you're at 28 and eager to prove others wrong. That was a tough one to read, but I'm not sure exactly where he's going with that. Maybe it's like he's been there for a long time on the department, but still gets talked down to, and he's just like over it. Maybe.
Could be.
But he liked what Freddie said, none of the least there. So Dinlos to laterals, badge bunnies. I don't know what that means. Jumping fire departments just for the rank and badge shield, but never get to retire with your healthcare because you didn't do 20 to 32 years with the same department. It's all about the money now. Does that make sense?
A lot of people are competitive. It does, but certain departments, they want you to jump over. They don't want the rookie to train. They want you to do a lateral, especially in my area. We're a huge metro. They want to take the experience from another city and into theirs. They'll put you in a 2-week. Hey, this is how we do business here. And especially with our state, Doug's a part of it. The retirement comes with it. So they'll make the deal for people to come over.
Yeah.
Salary is a big part of it. We obviously, we're a metro as well in the Richmond area, and all of the surrounding areas, there's a constant battle of who's going to pay more. And it really only affects starting pay. I don't know how much negotiation goes into that because I've only worked for one department and I have zero chance or plans to change that because I'm only working 6 years and 3 more months or something like that. And I make a damn good salary now, so I'm not going to reset that. Now, if you're a young guy that's been here 1 or 2 years and the starting pay won't affect you that much, I get it, but salary is a big deal. And like Adam said, it's so competitive in the region. You have to constantly be pushing the envelope of starting pay to recruit. And, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So one guy had mentioned, and I don't remember which platform it was on. I'm not going to go searching for it, but he said something about like sometimes you have to take like a 50% or 40% pay cut to move to a different department. And I'm like, okay, I would understand that. Like if I moved in my situation now, I'm capped out. Like I'm top step captain. Like I'm not going to make any more money unless I promote. Mm-hmm. And I have my education pay. I have all cert pays. Like I'm dialed in, right? And I make a good wage. But if I were to go to, let's say, the big department over the hill, Orange County Fire Authority, I would be starting out as a firefighter. And that comment is probably pretty damn close. Like I would take a huge pay cut at the very beginning. Now, granted, like the longer you're there, the more you make, but like you still take a long time to get back to what I'm making now. So I can understand that. I mean, that's tough, man. If you're in that position and you're kind of stuck, right?
Same thing. I'm maxed out on our development steps. Unless I promote, I'm only getting my annual raise and my annual paramedic increase. That's all I'm getting unless I promote.
Yeah. And so we only make, oh man, that just jogged my memory of this other guy that made a comment on Instagram. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that right now, I think.
No.
Yeah.
We can have a whole episode about salary.
Well, I was going to talk more about, maybe our next podcast, we're going to talk about, fire department ROI, return on investment from your local fire department. What does that mean? You know what I mean? We had a guy come at a lot of our people that were making comments on the podcast clip, the clip where Brian was saying, don't screw your brother, and we got over 100,000 views on that. And there was a lot of comments, good and bad, right? Which is fine. But there's one guy just coming at people and telling that firefighters aren't worth anything. To be honest, we can write, but we'll talk about return on investment. That'd be a really good, I'd like to hear what you guys think about that, but continue. Another guy says, Al Waters, lateral transfers hardly exist, which I was going to ask you guys, is that true on the East Coast? Like lateraling. So like, let's say you're a whatever rank you are, let's say you're an engineer. Do they do lateral engineer positions where you guys are?
It's how you define lateral, right? There's different people continue to say lateral transfers when literally you're just a guy I worked for Henrico for 5 months and now I'm going to go work for Chesterfield, or 5 years and now I'm going to work for Chesterfield. That's not a lateral transfer. That's just you just took a new job with experience.
Right.
So the definition of true lateral transfer is we're going to do a abbreviated recruit school where we bring in people with 5+, whatever you set the cap at, or it doesn't have to be any. If you're a current career fireman somewhere and you're coming to my department, whatever that may be, we're going to pay you not starting pay. We're going to bring you somewhere commensurate to where you were at, and we're going to run an abbreviated school because we want to bring in experienced people. Again, there's a lot to be. That's a whole nother conversation about what the term lateral truly means.
Yeah,
to me,
I think a majority of the people in this country would say that a lateral is position to position.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you go from firefighter to firefighter in on the West Coast. I mean, you're just coming in as an entry level firefighter. So, you know, you could be making top step firefighter wage somewhere and then go somewhere else, and it's really not that big of a difference. But it's not technically a lateral test,
right? It's so broad of how many years experience that means, what your current salary is. If you're taking a pay cut, it's not a lateral transfer to me. Yeah. That's my definition.
Yeah.
Just to change the name on your turnout code. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
There is whispers in my metro that they're going to be doing that if they haven't already. So they'll like match your pay, if not pay you more to get you come over to their side of the city.
Yeah.
So I've heard stuff like that.
That's a lateral transfer.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
In the federal government, DOD is DOD. Yeah, we may be Department of, Navy, Army, Marines, whatever. But if I want to go put a position up near Doug at the Army base, I'm Navy, I can put in for a promotion there or a lateral transfer, whatever I am. So as long as Fort Lee's by him, if I'm a captain here and they have a captain's position up there, I can apply for the job like everybody else. And I have already experience in that range, as being a captain. So it can be a lateral transfer that way. So
I mean, that's more of a lateral transfer, because like it's still the same. Like you work for the government, it's the same department. Let's just say, you know. What I mean?
And
but what this guy's
with
saying,
my department, we can do. I know we're different, just being federal government, but with under my regional big fire chief, I can do a lateral. If I'm a captain down here and they got a captain spot up in Crane, Indiana, he just clicks and drags me my profile somewhere else, and I move.
Right. Yeah. But what this guy's saying, I think it's true. This guy talks about that lateral transfers or laterals. What is it? What did he exactly say? He said, yeah, lateral transfers hardly exist. And I think that's true. Like, at least on the West Coast, like we don't have, like if you're an engineer for Laguna and then you want to go to wherever, Fountain Valley or whatever, they're trying to promote in department promotions. Like, you know what I mean? That if they're having to hire a captain from another department to come to your department, that's going to be a morale issue. Like you're going to, you don't want that.
It's all in what your definition of lateral is.
Yeah. But I mean, it would help. Like somebody that's not happy with where they are would be looking for a lateral transfer. You know what I mean? They would love to do that, but it just doesn't exist.
It's far few in between.
Right.
It's out there, but it's limited, I would say. And people that know about it is like you, Matt. You can lateral transfer into one of our surrounding areas, but you don't know about it. It's advertised through the local fire departments because that's their main target.
Yeah.
But you can do a lateral transfer from the West Coast.
Yeah.
But you don't know nothing about it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the last thing I'll say about this comment is a lot of what the public doesn't understand, because I don't know if you guys have had friends or whatever, but in my case, sorry, I just like switched sentences mid-sentence. If you have friends that ask you,
friends,
shut up.
Ones we can depend on. Friends.
Go on, man.
It's gone.
Are you done?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. So, because, I work 55 miles from my house, and they're like, have you ever thought about, transferring down to the fire station here? Like people, it's like working for two different companies. You have to like understand, like it's like working for Intel and then you're going to go work for Apple. You know what I mean? Like it's two different companies.
No, because I enjoy my 50-minute drive to and from work. I get my mind right.
Yeah, no, of course there's that. But like, people ask that. So a lot of people don't understand that it's like working for a whole different company. You know what I mean? You have to apply and then you start over. That's the biggest thing is starting over. And that's what we were talking about the last 10 minutes. But all good. Very good, boys. That is our snail mail for today. And we are coming in. What were you going to say, Adam?
Nothing.
Oh, we are coming in on the end of our first Monday drop. So we're going to start dropping the podcast episodes on Mondays and see how that works out for us. Super fun. Go get you some merch from the Cool Fireman Podcast from Notorious Fire. We've done a little collaboration with Linwood, the guy that runs Notorious Fire. And so go to that merch store. The link should be in the show notes. The show notes. And then, subscribe anywhere where you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're on video on Spotify and YouTube, all that good stuff. So if you're listening and you like what you hear and you want to be part of the Cool Fireman Podcast community, hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Notorious.
All right. Let's see if we can get Brian on the next episode after his bikini photo shoot. And we'll have to catch up with him then.
He said those photos. They're so weird.
Who's ringing us out?
It looks like his body's Play-Doh. He had his belt on too tight. And he takes his belt off and it's still
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
It's really weird. I don't have the heart to tell him that he needs a lot of photo editing.
Mashed potatoes in a bag.
Yeah, poor guy.
Oh,
I understand. I'm the same way. So
I didn't say any of that, Brian.
That's why you don't see me in those photo shoots. That's why I had to turn it down. But like, I'm weirdly shaped. But
all right, y'all. We'll see you next week. Roll it, Gigi.
Roll it, Gigi.
Before you leave, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give these firemen a huge thumbs up. Also, make sure you check out thecoolfireman.com for more. Thanks!